Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules. Welcome to another weekly pivot point. Y'all, this is going to be a quick one, okay? A quick one. It is 4:40 at night and I just got off work. I have not had a minute to do literally anything today besides work. It has been so busy. My morning did not start off good. I actually got up early. I was going to work out. Me and my daughter were going to work out. We go downstairs. I put the CD in the Xbox. It's not working right. And I was like, something had to have come unhooked. Y'all, our stereo system, Xbox, all that stuff that's hooked, it's got so many cords and so many different things have to be hooked up to certain things for things to work right. I think I unhooked it when I was cleaning over the weekend. So I have to ask my husband to try and fix it. So I was annoyed with that. And my daughter was like, she's like, well, we could still do like a YouTube workout video. And I was like, nope, I'm pissed now. I'm just, you know how like you have a plan to do something and it doesn't work. And then you're just like, forget it. Now I'm just mad. Now I'm just in a bad mood. So I just rage cleaned for a little bit. I went and did dishes and laundry and then just went to work. I was like, let's just start work. And then from the minute our phones turned on, it was non-stop. Like I took the amount of calls that I normally take in a full day, I took in the 4-hour morning window. I was like, what is happening? We do have a girl who's off work. She was off last week and this week on vacation. So that does not help because we don't have anyone helping us. So we are just short a person. And it was just nonstop. So I don't have time to do no updates for you guys until right now. So I'm just going to make this update as quick as possible because I don't want to have a lot to like edit so that I can get it out for you guys. But as far as today goes, my stress is high. So I just want to chill for the night, okay? But recap of the week. Last Wednesday, I had Bible study with Gwen. We did reading sprints. Last Thursday, chill night. Thursdays is always my chill reading night, just catching up on reading. Friday, ended up watching a movie with my husband. We watched Death of a Unicorn with Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega in it. It's listed as a dark fantasy comedy horror. I feel like it was all those things, but it was really pretty good. I hadn't even heard of it. My husband was just like looking through like the new movies that had come out and he saw it. We watched the trailer and we're like, okay, let's give it a shot. But we actually really enjoyed it. And then Saturday, my husband left to go on a motorcycle ride with his friends for like 4 hours. So I just stayed home. I did a little bit of reading and then I was like, I really need to do some cleaning. So that is when I started cleaning that entertainment center that I unplugged something. And then I was like, it's like you clean one thing and then you see another thing and another thing. And so like I cleaned that and then there's a stand next to it that has, it's like a glass stand that has like some of my husband's 3D printed helmets in it. And it hasn't been dusted in a hot minute. So I was like, okay, let me clean that. So I cleaned that out. And then I noticed behind it on the wall, there was dust on the wall. I was like, okay, let me get this. So then I get my big long pole extender out and I'm cleaning all the dust all the way up by the ceiling. And I look up and I'm like, oh, the ceilings look really bad. Like, y'all, we have so much dust in this house because we have, I must have, we had 4 dogs. We have 3 dogs. We have 3 big dogs and they bring in all the dirt from outside and their hair and like everything. And we have vaulted ceilings and the fan, you know, when it just flies all that dust all around, all over the ceiling. And I was like, this looks awful. So I was like, let me just get the vacuum out. I'm just going to vacuum it off. So I got the shop vac out. We've done this before where we have, you know, taken the extender and like vacuumed off the ceiling. So I'm just going and like, it's like very obvious. Like you do a line and then it's like really clean and not clean. I was like, oh, this is bad. I spent like 2 hours or more vacuuming this whole ceiling. And then I'm noticing that there's lines all over the ceiling. And I'm like, why is it so streaky? I was like, this sucks. I was like, so I'm in my mind, I'm like, these are just like, there's still a bunch of dirt on the ceiling and there's all these lines or whatever. Y'all know I was scratching the ceiling up. We have popcorn ceilings, which we didn't want popcorn ceilings, okay? But when we built the house, it was going to cost like thousands of dollars more for them to just do like a you know, smooth ceiling or even just like a knockdown textured ceiling, not the popcorn stuff. So of course we were young and we didn't have extra money for it. So we're like, just do the popcorn ceiling. You know, I hate popcorn ceiling. And so yeah, apparently the attachment that I was using, it didn't have the little bristles on the end of it. So I literally scratched little grooves into the ceiling. Yeah. My husband came home and he was like, wow, you've been busy. It looks good in here. And I was like, well, just wait. And then he comes up and he looks and I was like, I messed up the ceiling. And he goes, yeah, you did. I felt so bad. I was actually, and then I was in a bad mood because I was disappointed and mad at myself for doing that. So basically that's what it's going to look like now. If we ever sell the house, we will have to fix it. But for now, it's what they're clean. They're just streaky, but they're clean. So yeah, I was frustrated with that Saturday, but ended up getting out of that. And then we went to dinner with a couple of our friends. We tried a new place down in Westport area. It was pretty good. It wasn't like fantastic. I mean, we probably won't go back, but it was good. It was fun hanging out with them. We were home so early. We ended up going at like, they picked us up at like 4. And by the time we got there and ate dinner, we were home by 6 o'clock. I was like, who are we? So we were home, just chilled for the night. And then Sunday was my husband's birthday and he didn't really want to do anything. I was like, well, it's your birthday. If you don't want to do anything, we don't have to do anything. I played a lot of Disney Dreamlight. My husband played games on his phone. We watched some movies. He washed his motorcycles. Yeah. And then I ended up making him burgers and fries for dinner. And then Monday was the holiday. Y'all, when I tell you I took a full advantage of no work on Monday for Labor Day, like I did no labor of any kind. Like I literally took the whole day and did nothing. I sat on my butt. We watched movies. We played our games. I played Disney Dreamlight all day. I'm like, it was my weekend to just play on my Switch and I loved it and I had fun. And then we ended up going to dinner for Jerry's birthday on Monday night because normally we would go on his birthday, but Haley had to work. So we ended up going on Monday. So we went to Jack Stack Barbecue and it was so good. And y'all, we had to trick my husband because he always wants to try and pay. And so I'm like, it's your birthday. Let me pay for your dinner. And he's just like, no, because he's like, I'm going to pay for it. So me and my daughter hatched up a plan before we ever went to dinner. Haley's like, what if you give me the card, I get up, like I got to go to the bathroom and find the waitress and give her the card and be like, hey, you make sure you use this to pay for the ticket. Don't even bring a ticket, just do it. I was like, okay, cool. Well, when we get there, my husband had to go to the bathroom and I was like, I was like, no, surely he's not onto us, you know? And so he literally did have to go to the bathroom. So it was perfect timing. The waitress walked up to take our drink orders. I was like, okay, my husband's in the bathroom. I got to talk really fast. Here's my card. It says birthday. Don't bring a ticket, just run it and all this stuff. And she was the nicest waitress. She was an older lady. She was just so sweet. So it was a good time. We had good food, good company. His mom and dad met us up there. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And then yesterday, back to work, busy, super, super busy day. And then last night, I did a movie night watch with a few people in Gwen's Patreon. We watched The Thursday Murder Club, which I actually really enjoyed it way more than I enjoyed the book because I did not like the book, but the movie was definitely easier to follow along with and I liked all the characters. So yeah, so we had a good time with it. And then today was just a shit show. All right, you guys, that's my updates. That is where I'm at. Let me know, per usual, what you've been up to, how you're doing, what you're reading, all the things in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind. Bye.